Hey, this is Raulh of Please Act Right. So by now, I'm sure you're all aware of the Sprinkle Sprinkle chick who's helping these women stay single.
I'm not bringing nothing to the table, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
Well, here's another one, and she calls herself Auntie Sheila. So let's see what type of advice Auntie Sheila is giving today's modern day women.
Hey y'all, it's Auntie Sheila K. So many of y'all are new here thanks to that now viral video I posted on how motherhood and marriage is a scam. So I'm glad you guys are here. I wanted to comment on one of the most highly liked comments on that particular post that struck a nerve, because this is some other stuff that wasn't talked about. Miss Lajana Topavlovic, sorry if I mispronounced that, said, now imagine all of that stay-at-home mother stuff, plus working 40 hours a week and being told that you don't want to have intimacy and you are emotionally unavailable.
Here's something these women don't tell you about claiming they're tired and unemotionally available. These women will meet a man that they like, work a full-time job working 40 hours a week, cooking and cleaning in her own house, taking care of her kids. Then she'll drive across town tired, and she'll sleep with the man she likes. And she'll do it for months and even years. Then her and the same man will get married and live in the same house, while she does all the same things she did when they were living in separate houses. And now all of a sudden, she's tired and emotionally unavailable. Now, I'm not saying that a man shouldn't help out, but I'm making a point here. She will divorce that man, continue to do all the same things in the household by herself until she meets another man she likes. Then she will drive across town after having worked 40 hours in a week, taking care of her kids, cooking and cleaning in her own house, and sleep with that man with no complaints about being tired and emotionally unavailable until they live under the same roof together. Then she'll do the same exact thing. I've watched women do this my entire life. The man is right there in the same house, but all of a sudden, she's tired and emotionally unavailable. But of course, they don't want to have that conversation.
Y'all, let's talk about it. First of all, in case you didn't know, this is for my single nieces out there. In case you didn't know that marriage is a scam, I think that video really proved it. And so I'm imploring y'all, because you know this is what my platform is about. Remain single as long as possible. And if you choose to not remain single, be very discriminating and have very, very high standards.
That's right. Have very, very high standards. Have standards so high that you don't even equal the standards that you're requiring in a man.
Very, very high standards, and vet. And also too, most importantly, remain child-free, because that means freedom. We want to maintain our freedom no matter what.
Okay, so that's good advice, because you don't want to become a single mother. Please continue.
If you do decide the motherhood, mommyhood route, all that stuff, that's cool. But just know you need to be really discriminating. So let's talk about this, because these husbands are also expecting you to work 40 hours a week, because their one income can't take care of a household. So you give it 40 plus hours to a job. You're coming home doing everything in the house. You're responsible for everything with the kids.
I understand that you're warning the young women, but why did you older women marry a man who you didn't already see in mowing the lawn, shoveling the snow, repairing things that break around the house? You know, all that stuff in the house y'all don't want to do.
And you expected to be giving up the coochie whenever he wants it, for his little weak ass, his little non-knowing how to fuck self.
Now, this is somebody who's claiming herself to be a young woman's auntie. And there she goes with the name calling and insults. Rather than saying, if you're dating him and he has weak D action and he doesn't know what he's doing, help him learn how to please you. But if he doesn't want to do it, find another man that will. But no, she has to make like every man out there has weak D action. Now, how do you proclaim to be somebody's auntie when you sound like a hurt little high school girl?
So you got to be the sex worker. You got to be the maid. You got to be the mother. You have to be the bringer home of the bacon and frying up in the pan too. Help me understand what the benefit of that is for women.
Like I've been saying lately, fellas, just give them what they want. So if a man asks you to marry him, ladies, just tell him no. Tell him that there's no benefit in marriage and you want to stay single because your Auntie Sheila told you so.
Why is that a benefit? What do women get out of that versus choosing to remain single, make your own money, keep your autonomy, travel, do what you want to, build your wealth, build your entrepreneurial things?
That's right. Tell him, Auntie Sheila, chase your own bag.
Screw all the little sexy dudes you want to.
That's right. Tell him, Auntie Sheila, go out there and be a 304. You hear that, fellas? Auntie Sheila is telling women to sleep with men with no obligation whatsoever. That means you getting what you want without having to pay a dime for it. Thank you, Auntie Sheila.
stay fine and cute or lay around, eat potato chips, whatever, on your own terms. You gotta have anybody in your ear. You can have any children. You're not responsible for anything.
That's right. You won't be responsible for anything except cutting the grass or paying somebody to do it, shoveling the snow or paying somebody to do it, fixing your own car or paying somebody to do it, paying all your bills or paying somebody to... No, wait a minute. No, you're going to have to pay your own bills.
As with all of my videos and all my content, nieces that are child-free and single, this is all a cautionary tale.
And are you cautioning them that everything you're telling them to do will keep them single for the rest of their lives? Of course not.
Don't be bamboozled, because men understand that they are the ones that win with marriage. They get free labor, and women don't understand that. Women have been scammed for decades about, oh, you should be a bride and a wife and a mother. It's bullshit. It's free labor.
She's absolutely right. It's free labor. So work 40 hours a week. Cook and clean for yourself, take care of your kids, and pay all your own bills. And when you get done and you're horny, go out and find some dude and have sex with him with no obligation whatsoever. I'm sure he'll really appreciate you for it.
That is what it is if you don't vet and if you don't marry well. So do with this information what you will. And to all my new followers, hey, yo, hey, I'm glad y'all are here. Mwah. Love y'all so much. Okay, bye.
He. Giggling like a little high school girl, because that's exactly what you sound like. Every time they get on here, all you hear is these women talking about how lazy men are. Where the hell are y'all finding these bum type dudes that sit around and let the woman do all the work and he doesn't do anything at all? Now, take a look at her background. If this is her house and she's paying for it all on her own, did Auntie Sheila take into consideration that the majority of women out here can't afford to pay all their own bills on their own for the rest of their lives? There are women out there who actually need financial help just as much as the men out here who need financial help. But I also find it amazing that black women like Auntie Sheila will get on here and complain about having to help pay bills, while in the area like I live in, I see the same Hispanic man and wife out here cutting grass together every single summer. Why isn't she complaining? Because I have TikTok. I don't see those women on there complaining. And she's out there grinding with him. You know, blue collar work. Most of these women that are complaining, they work in offices.
When we talk about I can't be feminine because I gotta work too hard, then I look at these women who come into this country illegally. How come Jose can stand out in front of Home Depot and Maria can be a dishwasher, but he comes home and he gets treated like a king and they're broke? And see, here's the net of it. Okay, let's just take the argument. You're right. Black men can't provide. We're behind. We're poor leaders. Then where are the non-black men rushing to marry you? In droves. Then where are the non-black men rushing to marry you? In droves.
But it's interesting that it's mostly black and Caucasian women you hear complaining the most.
Marriage.
I mean, obviously marriage.
Marriage is a scam.
Marriage.
And I've decided that getting married is a scam.
That's right, ladies. Marriage is a scam for women. So if he asks you to marry him, be sure to tell him that marriage is a scam and you'd rather spend the rest of your life as a single woman. Go out and have relations with all the men you find attractive with no strings attached. But here's what we don't want you to do. When you look in the mirror and you start to see the wrinkles coming, and when you look down and you see your boobies are below your belly button, when you look around the house and you see all the stuff that you have, but nobody to share it with, don't you dare get on your social media pages crying, asking where are all the good men at? Because if you do, we're going to tell you to take your drama to your Auntie Sheila. And if she's not available, you can always visit your Auntie Sprinkle Sprinkle.
All right, I'm not bringing nothing to the table, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
Take you, Zeus, to be my lawfully wedded financial supporter. I vow to stress you the f*** out and eat off your plate for the rest of our lives. I will go through your phone in sickness and in health and accuse you of cheating whether I have found proof or not. I promise to gain weight and let myself go until you no longer want to stick your inside of me. When times get rough between us, I will complain more and listen less, never pray about it, and make us both look stupid by airing all of our business on Facebook. And even though I got pregnant on purpose to trap you into marrying me, I still won't tell you about all the guys I let slut me out. I vow to love you for the rest of my life and never, ever leave you.
For richer?
For richer.
For poor?
For poorer.
As long as you don't lose your good-paying job with benefits, or I'll leave you for someone with good money. I love you.
Hey, somebody had to tell you, and I love you, so it might as well be me. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to get notified when I post a new video. I post a new video every week. And in the meantime, will you please act right? My name is Raulh. See you in another video. So if you enjoyed this video, check out one of these two videos right here. I'm sure you'll enjoy them too. And if you like, you can visit my channel. I have plenty of videos there. Go ahead. Don't be scared.